Thank you very much. Welcome to the world's most livable city. You enjoying yourselves? You having a great time? Yeah, round of applause. That's it to everybody here. And I'd like to begin by acknowledging the original custodians of the land and to pay my respects to the elders past, present, and any elders who are with us today. I'd also like to acknowledge Dr. Shin Yung Soo, the World Health Organization Regional Director for the Western Pacific, and everybody who's here, because you are our distinguished guests and we're absolutely delighted that you're here, and we hope that you enjoy not only the conference but to get to see Melbourne and try and find out in your particular way why it is regarded as the world's most livable city. So I hope you enjoy yourselves while you're here too. It's a pleasure to be here as the Parliamentary Secretary for Medical Research to launch the Global Health Alliance Melbourne at this really important public health congress. And I'd like to thank your new Executive Director, Misha Coleman. What about a round of applause for Misha? And I think it's important, as the previous speaker was outlining, in a world where time and disruption is really what we all face on a daily basis, hour by hour, sometimes minute by minute, that we actually take some time out to address and examine the role of public health and the role that it will play in our future. And the Global Health Alliance Melbourne is looking to do this and to set up a new form of collaboration, which is critical. So the Alliance is based on the approach that's been taken in Washington successfully and significantly contributed to raising the profile and effectiveness of global health. The Victorian Government, and I speak on behalf of Premier Dan Andrews, who was a former health minister, has a deep connection and sophisticated knowledge of the sector, and Health Minister Jill Hennessy also, to say that we're proud to be part of this collaboration and to get this alliance up and going. And it fits, so you understand, into Melbourne's global health strategy that the Victorian Government has delivered, the International Health Strategy 2016 to 2020, and the Medical Research Strategy as well. And the International Health Strategy's vision is working in partnerships and building networks of universities, hospitals, and health services to support the knowledge transfer and to develop innovation and responses to health challenges, not just here in Melbourne or in Australia, but internationally as well. Investing in building capacity to promote Victoria's public health expertise internationally will also have the added benefit, as we all know, of supporting the economies and creating new jobs. And the Alliance aims to map and communicate Victoria's domestic and international public health expertise and capabilities, strengthen cross-sector relationships and collaborations, facilitate the development of different consortia to bid for larger international contracts, bring funding and jobs into this state, but as I say, it has a ripple effect, and contribute to building the future public health workforce and assist in local public health, medical and development organisations to engage internationally and participate in trade missions. The Alliance seeks to establish Melbourne and enhance Melbourne's reputation as a global leader in health and development and in innovation. And the Victorian Government is committed to this, and so are our key institutions. And just to underscore that, the board members of the Alliance come from 10 highly regarded and globally recognised institutions: the University of Melbourne, Monash University, the Australian Red Cross, the Bio-Melbourne Network, the Burnet Institute, Medicines Development for Global Health, the Global Ideas Forum, the Nossal Institute for Global Health, the Fred Hollows Foundation, and the Save the Children Australia. So we meet at an important time. We meet when alternate facts are no longer just dismissed as propaganda, and we're told that we're in a post-truth era. Well, I don't swallow that, and I think that what we need to do is to back our professionals, to bring their integrity, their intellectual rigour to the fore, and to back our scientists to go for the obtainable truth to save lives. And that's what you do, and that is what is incredibly important on a global scale. We had a previous era when science was rejected and fear and prejudice prevailed. We called that the Dark Ages. So I think we need to stand up, and the pursuit of the obtainable truth to save lives is the quest that I know that you're all committed to, and that's admirable work. And when you sum it up, it's really the pursuit of the Enlightenment. And I want to say that we take that very seriously here in Victoria. And when I heard former President Barack Obama give his last State of the Union address, and he talked about challenging America to a new moonshot, the quest to cure cancer. And he put then Vice President Joe Biden in charge of mission control. And I knew the backstory that his son Beau had unfortunately died of brain cancer the previous year, and that was his stated reason for not contesting the Democratic nomination for the presidency. And so we made an offer. It was in the countdown to Australia's $1 billion jewel in our medical research crown, the Victorian Comprehensive Cancer Centre being open. And so we said, well, we'd like to offer to partner America in the moonshot quest to cure cancer. And the reason was because it was American exceptionalism that put Neil Armstrong on the moon in 1969, but it was Australian ingenuity that helped to help broadcast those iconic images all around the world through the satellite dish that we have outside of Canberra. And there's a very famous Australian film called The Dish that's about that, so I'd enthusiastically support that you actually have a look at the dish before you go home. And the reason is because this was a partnership not forged in war, but forged in the Sea of Tranquility during a giant leap for mankind. And the partnership was about science. It was about how can we combine the different assets that we bring, the will, the wit, and the nous for discovery, and how can we do that? So it was fantastic when Joe Biden came out for the opening, and I was privileged enough to go back to America a short time later, and we've got a series of different MOUs that have been developed since then. So this is the collaboration that we seek. We know and understand that you have to see who are the like minds, how do we get that knowledge transfer. If you look at globalization now, it's no longer just about trade, it's about knowledge. And how do we do that? So that's what this alliance is about. Enjoy your time in Melbourne, and thank you for coming, and we wish you all the best in your pursuit of enlightenment. See you.